Good morning from Hogsmeade. I'm here with the conductor of the Hogwarts Express. We're here on our last day at Universal Studios. The fam's already waiting in line for Hagrid's motorbike adventure, but I thought I'd give y'all a different intro this morning. So let me let the conductor say a few things.
Morning.
So thank you guys for tuning in to yet another day of our adventure down here, and we look forward to bringing you a lot. Thank you, Mr. Conductor.
Quite welcome.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. We are in the Hagrid line and we are moving now. We were stopped for a while. They were waiting on enough workers to show up to actually operate the ride itself. So had to wait a little while. That's why I was able to do that video with the conductor, and he was a great sport. I appreciate him partaking. Thought that'd be a little different, something a little fun for you guys, something unexpected. But now we're gonna wait through Hagrid, and then we're gonna go find something to eat because both of these boys are already really hungry this morning. I don't think I filmed in this room the other day for you guys when we were riding Hagrid's, but you can see they got a lot of different artifacts on the right hand side of this room as you make your way through it. But you can hear why I didn't film the other night, because it gets very, very loud in here. But lots of different animal eggs, dragon eggs.
There's a golden egg.
Then when we go through that door that you see right there, after we wind our way through the rest of this room, basically you just wind around what looks like underground tunnels. So there's nothing to see. It's very, very, very enclosed. Roof isn't high, the walls are right on you. So it definitely makes for a loud environment. But like I said, I just wanted to show you guys the look of this room in the cube. Here's some of the sweet Hagrid action to show you guys. That way y'all can see it in action. Several trains on the track at one time, as you can see. Try to keep the people moving throughout. So constant rotation of cars. So we've been here at Universal plenty of times over the course of the last 4 years, as most of y'all know. This is my home away from home. And we still learn something new every time that we come here. So what I'm about to say probably isn't news to some of y'all, because some of y'all probably already knew this, but we didn't find out until today. But our wonderful Coca-Cola Freestyle cups that we have had as long as we've been coming, we actually have the ability to activate them for multiple days. Each trip we activate them every single day that we come. The guy that we talked to and activated them for us this morning was fantastic. He goes, yeah, we have the ability to activate them for the entire year if we wanted to. So definitely good information to know going forward, that if you get these cups, you know, if you don't have them already, your first day is free. So the second day, just go ahead and activate them for the rest of your trip. And it saves you the trouble of having to go and do that on a day in, day out basis. Just use it for the entirety of your stay. Now, you will have to keep up with your receipt just in case there are issues anywhere. I think we've only ran into an issue one time where we needed our receipt. But other than that, just nice little trick and tip for you guys there this morning. We're meeting Mom and Ty over here at Cinnabon. This is at the front of the park. So to give y'all some wayfinding, Okay, Confisco is right there. Zeus Landing is. That's the way that we came. Okay, and then the Hulk and Superhero Island is directly to our right. Okay, so this is a part of port of entry, but it's the very end of the port of entry section. We're sitting down. We've got our food. I got some sausage bites. So did Chad and Ty. Mom got a classic center of the roll, and then we also got these caramel pecan Bon Bites to try. So we're gonna sit here, we'll eat these up for a yummy quick breakfast, and then we'll see where we're headed off to next. We're headed over the bridge to Superhero Island. You can see Hulk in all its massiveness. It's where we're gonna head first. This used to be Chad's favorite ride before Velocicoaster passed it. You can see the Cafe 4 in front of us, of course named after the Fantastic Four. I'll show y'all more of Superhero Island as we make our way into it. But back here you've got Hulk, and right next to the Hulk roller coaster is Storm Force Acceleration, which is basically a teacup style ride where you get to control how much you spin. So Ty, of course, is not tall enough for Hulk, so we will have to do some child swapping. So we'll see who's going and who's staying. Chad and I just got off Hulk. Hulk is fantastic, as you hear it go over me. There's really no other coaster like it. A lot have tried to duplicate it, but you just can't. It beats you up a little bit. If you're in the very back, it beats you up a lot. But with that music playing as you're going, like your adrenaline just is pumping the whole time, and it's a fantastic experience. I do brown out, black out like every time now because I'm not as young as I once was, and my length of time being out of it gets a little longer, just about, or it feels like every time. So I'm very, very thankful for the part of the Hulk coaster that goes through the tunnel and sprays mist on you, because that's kind of what brings me to, and it keeps me going for the rest of the ride. But Jess and Chad are in line so that she can ride it now, and then we're probably going to make our way over to Spider-Man, which is just right down the road here in Superhero Island. But I am going to do my best to get you guys some ride footage here on Hulk. It obviously won't be of the car that Jess and Chad are going to be in. That's just too difficult to figure out, since she won't have her phone on her to be able to tell me, because you do have to go through metal detectors before you get on Hulk. There you go, and that's all you're going to be able to see for what Hulk's able to do on this side. Everybody's off of Hulk now, and we're walking through Superhero Island. You can see the Silver Surfer up top, Cotton Candy Building there. You've got Kingpin above the arcade, Professor X over one of the mini stores that you can find in Superhero Island. You can see Wolverine there to the right, and then you've got Hobgoblin up on top of the Spider-Man shop building, which is supposed to be Oscorp. And then right next to the Five and Dime, which is also just another storefront for Spider-Man, is the Amazing Spider-Man ride. And you can see him right on top of it. Okay, right next to Annie Ann's Pretzels. We're gonna come over here and park the stroller.
I like the Euro truffle one.
And then we're gonna head on Spider-Man. I'll film the queue for you guys so y'all can see what it looks like inside. There's Electro over the fruit stand, the fresh fruit.
And yeah,
You can see Storm over the comic book store. And then Doc Ock down here over what used to be a boutique filled with nothing but women's clothing. But it has been closed for quite some time now, which is a shame. The queue for Spider-Man is made to look like the inside of the Daily Bugle. There you can see a portrait of J. Jonah Jameson up top. A couple of TVs that are going to show the Daily Bugle news. Talk about the Sinister Six, the Sinister Syndicate that are out. Spider-Man's got to catch them. That's the purpose of this ride. One time, pre-COVID, we came in this room and there was a Spider-Man, life-size Spider-Man just seated right there. And then we come in and he starts talking. So it was an actual costume Spider-Man just chilling in the queue, waiting to scare people. It was fantastic. Obviously this is a dark room, so this is where Peter Parker would get his pictures developed. You got him hanging up there, a bunch of villains. A lot of the villains up here you don't see on this ride. The Lizard is up there, Mysterio, Venom over here on the far left. Sandman as well. Sandman's not on this ride. Here's the ride vehicle for Spider-Man. As you can see, the Bugle press vehicle, it is just like evac for Transformers. So when you come off of Spider-Man, it leads you right to the Spidey shop, which, while it has a little bit of Marvel stuff in it, is mainly dedicated to characters of the Spider-Verse. So Spider-Man, you'll see Miles Morales stuff in here. You'll see Venom stuff in here. You'll see Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy, or Spider-Gwen, however you know her. You'll see her stuff in here. You got Rhino on the wall, Electro there.
Stuffed animal.
Of course, treats, snacks. There's some Spider-Gwen stuff. Just lots and lots and lots of Spidey merchandise. Okay, walking through Superhero Island. Got Captain America's Diner. There's Cap, Iron Man, and Thor. You got MODOK, Iceman. Here comes Cyclops walking down the street. Usually there's more superheroes than just one that are showing up, but right now it's just Cyclops. I'm sure we'll run into some more. I think we're gonna go into the comic book store. You got some Punisher stuff right in the front. This is much more of a variety. You're gonna see collectibles all throughout this. Of course, it is all Marvel. Really, really, really like this Loki cup. Oh, and it's got the TVA on it. So this one's modeled after the Loki television show. Then you've got a wall full of comics over here. Some obscure, some not so much. Got another wall of comics over there. Cap stuff. Toys, of course, for the kids. This is Marvel merchandise. There goes Cap. Cap just came out. Cyclops has made himself posted up here out in front of the Daily Bugle. and we are leaving Marvel Superhero Island. We'll be making our way up through some carnival games into the Toon Lagoon area. Toon Lagoon has one big shop. It's got a couple eateries, and then it's got 2 of the 3 main water rides here at Islands of Adventure. Dudley Do-Right, which is closed right now. It's a log flume ride. It's just down for seasonal maintenance. Should be opening up any day. And then Bilge Rat Barges, which is a raft ride similar to Infinity Falls that we rode at SeaWorld, because you do get soaked on Bilge Rat, and I think that's where we're headed, as it has a short wait. And then we'll probably go from Bilge Rat over to do the Jurassic Park River Adventure, since we'll already be wet. Statue of good old Popeye, right in the middle of Toon Lagoon. We head over this bridge, and we will be at Bilge Rat Barges here on the left. Then you can see Wimpy's restaurant on the right. I love Wimpy. Wimpy might be one of my favorite cartoon characters of all time. I will gladly give you $1 tomorrow for a hamburger today. Wimpy's is also where you can get Dole Whip here at Universal. It's the only place that serves Dole Whip. But we're gonna park our stroller somewhere, and we will get on Bilge Rat. It is hot today, very hot. There won't really be a line this early for Bilge Rat. So as you can see, we are walking straight up. That little group right there to our right, that is the regular standby line. So nobody is in line for Bilge Rat right now. You can see the rafts can fit a lot within them. There is no good seat on Bilge Rat, so we will get soaked. Well, while we're on here, all of us will be very, very wet when we get off. So we'll have to show y'all what that looks like. Looks like we're going to get a whole raft to ourselves, which is awesome. I am not filming on this, so I apologize, but I don't want to risk getting my phone soaked. We are soaked, as promised. It could have been a lot worse than what it was. There's still no standby line for this. You can walk up. You can walk up and just hop on if you wanted to. We are going to now head right next door to this to Me Ship the Olive, which is basically a kids play area. The boys love this because you can basically go, and there's a place at the back of the boat where you can shoot people with water guns for free on Bilge Rat. So we're gonna head over here and let them run around for a little bit, have some fun, let them shoot some folks, and then we're gonna head over to the Jurassic Park area to ride River Adventure. Since we're already wet, might as well go ahead and knock out the other water ride while we're still wet. Back into Toon Lagoon, there's Blondie's, which is a sandwich shop. I see Boris and Natasha over on the wall over there. They are on the hunt for moose and squirrel. And then where you see the set in progress sign, that is the entrance to Dudley Do-Right, which is still under construction. And right now we are headed over here to Ale to the Chief, because this is the only location in this park where you can get the Pina Colada Icy, which Ty likes so much. We are chilling over here at the end of Toon Lagoon before we enter into the area of Kong and Jurassic Park. And another shock, this is Ty's first churro of the trip. Ty is like a churro monster, and this is actually the first churro that he's had the whole time that we've been here. And they're sharing and dipping it in chocolate. We are walking through the Kong area right now. You've got a food cart right here where you can get a Kong dog, which is really just a huge foot-long pretzel dog. And after you pass Kong, you enter into Jurassic Park. I apologize to any and all of my Kong enthusiasts out there, but we will not be riding Kong. Mom, why will we not be riding Kong?
Why would we ride it?
Exactly. Kong has a 70-minute wait. I don't even think we would ride Kong if it was a ride now. Just not a fan of the Kong ride.
The only thing I like about Kong is just
You got Thunder Falls Terrace on the left. This is one of the eateries that you can find in Jurassic Park. One of 2 dine-in eateries. You can see the T-Rex creeping out there on our left. Beverage cart that does have freestyle machines on the other side of it. Popular place to fill up your free cups, or your free refill cups, I should say, because the cups themselves are not free.
Did I get my first turkey right here?
So again, making our way into Jurassic Park. Up through the trees are the Pteranodon flyer ride. Very fun ride, but it is designated for kids only. So those, I think above maybe 54, 56 inches cannot ride without having someone under that height. So at some point our boys will age out and we won't be able to ride Pteranodon flyers anymore. So while there are tons of adults that love it, if you don't have a kid, you can't get on.
Dad. By the way,
Ty.
2 days ago, I met somebody who was almost too tall, like he can't ride roller coasters.
Yeah. You've got the Jurassic Outfitter shop there, Jurassic Park store. That is where the River Adventure lets you out. Then you've got another view of the Velocicoaster here. And there's the entrance to River Adventure on our left. So again, that's where we will be headed. And that is where I will stop for now until we get into the River Adventure queue. We are still in the River Adventure queue. I just wanted to give you a showing of what it looks like. I'll show you guys the boat once we get up to it. We're finally up here to the ride vehicle, so you guys can see it. Fairly long rows, a lap bar for all of us.
Took about 30 minutes.
We're off of Jurassic Park. Now going into the Jurassic Park store from the ride. Put it down. We did not get very wet at all on the River Adventure today. But lots of different, you can see Jurassic World shirts. That's a nice one, I like that. And Mr. DNA. Mr. DNA's made a comeback thanks to the Velocicoaster.
I need it.
Transformer.
I need it. I need Mr. DNA.
Mr. DNA, he tells you all about the dinosaurs and gives you the Velocicoaster breakdown and rules. Oh, I can get some Mr. DNA socks.
I want to show you something.
Mr. DNA is very popular, if you can't tell. Here is the Raptor Encounter. It is not a ride, but you have the opportunity to meet and take a picture with either Blue or a baby raptor. We've done that a few times in the past, but again, since we are short on time, with this being our last day, we're not going to do that today. There's Pizza Predatoria, very popular quick service restaurant, where you can get, of course, cheese, pepperoni, or a meat lover's pizza. They also have sandwiches. Up here, you've got the other sit-down restaurant for Jurassic Park, which is the Burger Digs. And the Burger Digs sits on top of the Discovery Center. So the Discovery Center that was over by Velocicoaster is on the ground floor, and there are some exhibits on the top floor, but most of the top floor is taken up by the Burger Digs and the Dino Store that you can see in front of us now. And then we are going to turn shortly after we go down this hill as if we're going to the Velocicoaster, because we're going to skip Hogsmeade altogether to get to the Lost Continent so we can head to Zeus Landing, because we haven't done anything over in Zeus Landing yet. There is one more quick service restaurant down here around the corner that I want to show to you guys before I cut this particular clip, because y'all will have seen everything else. You've got a popcorn kiosk, but then over there to the right, you have the watering hole. Good place to get drinks. They used to have nachos. I don't know if they serve food anymore. It may just be drinks, but there's also a freestyle machine there. And now we are headed over towards the entrance of Velocicoaster to make our way to Zeus Landing. Walking through Zeus Landing, the first thing you come to is Moose Juice Goose Juice, which we always stop. There's Honk Honkers. It's closed. It's been closed as long as I've been coming here. There's the Candy Cookers. Then over here you've got a Dr. Seuss store. The Candy Cookers is where the Seuss trolley train ride lets out. That is Jess's favorite ride at the park. So we're going to come park over here, and we will go ride the trolley train ride, since we have not done that yet. We haven't done anything here in Zeus Landing. In a shocking turn of developments, we're actually not going to ride the Zeus trolley train ride right now, because the line is just simply too long. Even Jess said she did not want to wait in that for the train ride. So we are back on the move. We've got a little bit of a Dr. Seuss character dance party going on. You can see the Vorax, Thing 1, Thing 2, Cat in the Hat and the Grinch, with the character from Green Eggs and Ham. I believe that was maybe Sam I Am. Jess and the boys are walking on ahead. Got the Circus McGurkus, which is a sit-down dine-in restaurant here in Zeus Landing. They have a wide variety of different kinds of foods there. The Carousel has been down for quite a while. They've been working to refurbish it. Got one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, which is like the Twirl and Hurl over in the Simpsons area in the other park, or Dumbo and Aladdin at the Magic Kingdom. This one, however, you can get wet on. And then, of course, you've got the Cat in the Hat ride, which is a ride-through of the book, The Cat in the Hat. Inside the queue for the Cat in the Hat. Again, the ride basically takes you through the book, through the story itself of the cat and all the mischief that he and Thing 1 and Thing 2 get into while Mother is away. There's a shot of the ride vehicle for you guys. It does have a lap bar. The lap bar does have a net on it, so you can feel free to bring your stuff. It's not going anywhere. It's a nice, easy indoor ride. And when you get off the Cat in the Hat, it puts you in the Cat in the Hat store with lots of Thing 1 and Thing 2 merchandise. Father of all things, mother of all things, teacher of all things. I fall into that last category. Then there's some funnier shirts like That Thing Is My Brother, or I'm With That Thing. Oh look, there's an Only Child shirt that says The Only Thing. That's pretty good. I like that. and then back out into Zeus Landing. I wanted to show you guys the Green Eggs and Ham restaurant because we walked by it a few times. When we originally started coming to Universal, this was never open. Like, you could guarantee day in and day out it was going to be closed all the time. And then it finally started opening up every so often, periodically, and it's delicious. They serve tots. You can get green eggs and ham tots. You can get buffalo chicken tots. I think they've got like a Philly cheesesteak tot. And then they also serve Who Hash, which comes in a can. We haven't had the Who Hash, but the tots are absolutely delicious. I don't know if they still have it, but they also had a dessert tot, which was like a s'mores tot, but you couldn't go wrong with any of them. They were very, very good. So glad to see that it's opening back up regularly now. We are making our way out of Islands of Adventure now. We've done pretty much everything aside from the trolley train ride that we wanted to do over here in this park. And so now we're gonna head back over to Universal Studios to do some stuff over there for the last time. We will be back over here later this evening for our early dinner right here in the front at Confisco. And then there's the big Universal store here at the front of Islands of Adventure, or the port of entry. They have another huge store on the left side. Both of these run pretty much the entire length of the port of entry. Go Grandma go. She is busting it in her electric scooter. And the adventure lives on in all of us. Let's see if the caramel corn shop is open. What do y'all think? It was closed last time, but we were leaving with less than an hour left in the park on Wednesday. It is open. I think we'll see about getting some caramel corn. Hey y'all, Future Zach here. As I'm editing this video, it too is a little long. We just had too much fun at Universal. So you have come to the end of part 1 of our last day here at Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. I hope y'all have enjoyed this, and I hope you'll continue to watch part 2 that will be posted not too long after this one gets posted. What's your why?